Okay, here we go again. Take two. Hi, this is SecondHarvest. I just basically want to take you through the recent Boxflow that I've just made. Give you guys a couple of ideas that you might not know. So, if you go to my product page, which I'll post a link of somewhere in the description, you can have a look, get started. So, we're going to click on the Boxflow. I'm not going to do it because I've already got it loaded out here. So this is the Boxflow, and when you load it you're not really going to see that much because it only happens when you trigger the actions. But the first thing I'm going to do is load in a dark room because you'll see it best basically. So this is the Boxflow accessory. It's basically a bunch of boxes that spin around the room, make a nice little light show, followed by some big multicolour flashy thing, all of which is very easy to change, and I'm going to show you how you do it now. So this version I've added a special action for texturers, and it's the for texturers only. If I play this you'll see what I mean. Basically just gives you an idea of how big it's going to appear, how your textures are going to look. So that's this. So it basically, if I want to just get it, because there's two elements, there's two meshes, there's the cubes that spin around, and there's the colored section in the middle, you see. So if I go back to this for textures only, say I want to get rid of the color, I don't like the colored section, yeah, sure, I can put in a black opacity and just remove it from this, or just for now I'll choose I'm going to change this second one. I'm just going to put it as the first one, and that means that you're just going to see the boxes. That's actually boxes that'll spin around. So you can see how your textures are going to work, and then you can see my texture is very simple. It's just yeah, you work that out. It's a scrolling texture, so you see it moving up, and that's what creates the flashes, these areas of black and white. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back now so we can see with the color. That's the two meshes. What I want to show you really is you have full control of all of this. You can basically control how big you want it to appear, and the speed of the pulses. If you don't like the pulses, I'm going to show you how you take those out. So we'll do that first. So you can see it's kind of throbbing away there, and all of this is controllable in the XPF, the morph animation section of all of these actions. What I should do first is I'll run through the actions, and then you can have an idea of, I think it looks okay, but you might well say, well, that's probably a bit too big for me. I prefer, I don't know, a bit smaller, a bit closer to the avatar. So we'll get into changing that. Okay, let's do that now. Get back to this. So to change to stop it pulsing, basically, I'm gonna put loops start 9 and loops end of 10. And now you'll see it's not sitting there throbbing anymore. That's cool. Get rid of this. Play it again. So you've also got the scale, and I can kind of change this if I want it a bit bigger. We're gonna go up to 4. So you now see, yeah, it's massive. That's like well off the screen. That's probably bigger than you'll ever need, but you can kind of just say, okay, I want it half as big, so I'm going to put in 0.5, and now when I play it, you see it's a lot smaller. Okay, you've also got your playback speed. Now I can put 2 in there, and you see it's like twice. It throbs twice as quick now. It's only half the size. So that's why I've put in this for textures only, so you can get an idea of what you want. Obviously it's gonna look a bit different for there's 3 preset actions. I might say, yeah, that's too big, so I'm gonna shrink this down a little bit. Might even go 0.3. See what that looks like. So it's going to be a lot closer to the avatar now. I might say, yeah, that's too slow. You can also change the speed of how these work, and that's the playback speed in the actions section. At the moment it's 0.001. So I might say, okay, I want that. Well, let's see what 1 does. So that's much quicker. If that's what you want, then cool. Fiddle with the speed settings. You know, that's what it's all there for you to play around with. So as well as the I should change that back. As well as the 3 preset actions that I've got in, I've put just the standard. If you're used to the other Boxflow stuff, if you've derived from that, you probably recognise I got some basic X, Y and Z rotations in. They are all slightly different from the other ones that I've done. I try and keep them all unique, but you probably recognise what's going on. But what you can do with the Boxflow, I don't know if people realise this, but that's why I wanted to do this. I can mix in one with another, so I can do /x1/z1. Now this action doesn't exist, but by mixing the 2, because of the way that it works, basically, they're just gonna hybrid. I'm just gonna make this action that shouldn't really exist, but it does. So I can throw in an X1 action, which is up here, along with, say, this preset action. Let's have a look at A3, the A3 action that I made. Okay, so that's one of the preset actions, but what I can do is I can say A3, and I'm going to mix it in with X1. And when I do that, I get something that's kind of blended between the 2. So you can throw in all of these triggers and make something quite unique. Just throw them all in. Okay, what else did I need to... I think I've covered most of the bits that I wanted to. Basically, just play with the textures, see what you can do, really. Don't be afraid to fiddle about with these speeds and the scales, and just make something that you want yourself. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that. I probably won't make many of these, but yeah, I thought it was important to show some of the functionality.